Members, as you can see from the number of people who've spoken on this issue, there probably is not a more controversial issue that we have taken up in this entire year. You could not pick something that probably there is more passion about, more investment in, that is involved in our entire country. Even though this resolution is not something that is going to change the course of the country, it is simply going to be a registering of an opinion. But there is a lot at stake in this particular discussion, and I mean this discussion here and now. The fact of the matter is that every time we have gotten into a conflict in this country, and I just, strangely enough, gave a talk on this last night, every single time, from the Revolutionary War to the Civil War to the World War II, after 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, people have grown tired of the conflict and started to preach, we need to get out. Let's buy our peace. Every time that we've gotten into a conflict that is noble and has a purpose, people look back on those times, on those who paid the ultimate price, and say, now those are the heroes that we respect. Those are the people who have made the sacrifices that define what we are. And the reality of it is that we are again in one of those moments. In the Middle East, we have engaged in a conflict that has huge consequences for those of us at home. We've talked about the war on terror. This is not a war on Iraq. If you look around, you will notice that Al-Qaeda is not attacking us all over the world. Why is Al-Qaeda so interested in fighting us in Iraq? They are a worldwide power. They can attack us in any country in the world. Why have they chosen to attack and to wage battle there? It's because a free and self-governing people in this part of the world will change the future for this type of activity. If this succeeds, it will show the entire Middle East that peace is possible, self-governing is possible, that a government by tyrants, whether they are religious extremists or whether they are totalitarian tyrants, doesn't have to be the way that things are. And we all ache every time we hear about another man and woman who has given their life, and they have given their life. We did not require it of them, for freedom and for peace. But if we're tired of that, wait until we do something crazy, like leave that part of the world unsecure, and see how we will feel about this group bombing 6- and 8-year-old children on our school grounds. Because men and women, we have not seen that since we've engaged in this conflict. We have taken the conflict there, and whether different aspects of it are wisely battled or not is irrelevant. The fact of the matter is that what we have been doing is taking the fight to them. And it is important that we conduct ourselves wisely. I started out by saying that this discussion has huge consequences. Every time. Now, many of you may know my chief of staff was over in Iraq for 14 months. He got back a year and a half ago. He spent time on the ground.
Mr. Keene, if you would please sum up, your time has expired.
Every time we have a division about this issue here and we weaken in our resolve, they are emboldened and the deaths increase over there. We need to be wise about the investment that thousands of Americans have made in that parts of the world and not be foolish. And when we bring up this debate and when we're divided, we set us back and we cost American and foreign lives. Please do not go forward with this resolution.